Hey you guys, welcome to Pick a Card, Pick a Story, wherein one of these decks should be a story for you. So I'm going to start off by holding up each deck and I want you to see if it resonates with you. So are you drawn to deck number 1? Are you drawn to deck number 2? Okay. Or are you drawn to deck number 3? All right. Hope you guys made your selection. We will go ahead and get started with deck number 1. So we have the Ten of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, the World, and the Eight of Cups. Central issue we have the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. You guys, it looks as if maybe somebody's mask fell off, like the illusion is over. Something you have been stressing about here. I feel too like maybe you've been having some sort of disturbing dreams. You haven't been able to sleep comfortably at night. I feel like you've been seeing things, you've been hearing sounds. Just all in all, it looks like your energy has been off. And I almost feel too like maybe you've been under the influence of some sort of heavy or negative energy. Some of you, I feel like too, you've been having anxieties about like death or people who have already crossed over. I'm getting something too in regards to like fallen angels. I don't know if that has something to do with anyone's research. But I feel like you've been having a hard time sleeping. Like you're trying to go to sleep on top of a rock. That's not comfortable. Like you're trying to make the best of it, but that's gotta cause some sort of body aches or pains or something. I don't know why I keep getting like something like fall from grace. I don't know if you had someone on a pedestal or if someone had you on a pedestal and now it's like, I don't know, like no more. You aren't that important or they aren't that important. I also feel like someone finally had the courage to confront their fears or some sort of anxieties here. Maybe you were, I feel like you maybe confronted, I almost feel like somebody had a spell on them. And it's like, hey, I know this isn't me. This isn't my energy. Someone has done something to me and I want my power back. And I almost feel like you confronted some sort of unknown energy, even if this isn't about spirits, but it's about a person who you felt maybe has been lying to you. And at first you were all worried about it. And then all of a sudden you just became confident and confronted this person. It's like you realized your self-worth. You realized your value. And you felt like you didn't deserve to be lied to anymore. So because of that, it is ended. Like you cut off contact or communication with somebody, or you disconnected with them. Especially if something was ongoing or it was some sort of on-off, again, relationship. If you haven't yet ended it, you know, this is saying the time is near. Something can no longer carry on the way it's been going. Someone has to stop lying. These illusions, they have to stop. Even if it's about someone who has been hiding how they felt, I just feel like you can't hide anymore. Like, you have to be honest now. I almost feel like someone is like, since you can't be honest with me, then I'm just not dealing with you. And two, some of you have been just wearing a mask, period. Maybe in your life you weren't happy with your career. You just weren't happy, period. And you just got tired of pretending, of dancing around and pretending like everything was okay, and just decided to let everything go. Like, two, I feel like you were trying to juggle, or somebody was trying to juggle. Somebody could have been juggling two relationships and they just couldn't do it anymore. It's like either they got exposed or they just couldn't keep up and just had to just let everything fall. It's like, oh my God, I had to let it go. You might be considering letting go of a job. And if you do, I do feel like there are going to be financial struggles, but you'll be okay. But, you know, something's not going to be easy. In relation to career, I feel like with the Emperor, it's time for you to start your own business, or maybe that's something that you've been going back and forth with. You're like, I'm tired of corporate. I'm tired of being a zombie. I just want to work for myself. I don't want to take instructions from other people anymore. Like, I just want to be in charge of myself. So you realize that it's going to be a struggle, but you're ready to start your own business, whatever that could be. I'm also getting, again, going back to someone that you looked up to. You might find out that this person was a fraud. Someone was a con artist. You could have been involved with someone who was supposed to be this savvy business person, and you found out they were just telling a bunch of lies. You could have found that you wasted your lot of money on spells or remedies that didn't work, because this person is fraudulent. This person didn't know what they were talking about. I feel like nothing holds water. Everything that's been coming out of this person's mouth has been a lie. It's just been gas. It's just been air. So I just kind of feel like someone has been a false leader. This also may have something to do with politics. I feel like someone is falling down. I just feel like their time is up. Maybe lies are going to get exposed about what was happening. See, with the world, we have something again coming to an end. We have like a lot of things talking about giving up, walking away, endings. And so the world, something is over. Something is getting ready to be revealed. Whether this is, you know, on a mass scale or in your personal life, it just doesn't matter. Something's coming to an end here. I feel too like you've had some sort of eye-opening experience. It's time for you to start fresh, start new. There's a new beginning here. I just kind of feel like this also might have something to do with rituals, because I'm getting like this is Aries season. Like, this is the beginning of Aries. Aries is the first. So I just kind of feel like something's going on where this is a new ritual that's getting ready to take place. You might be starting a new job, moving to a new location. I just kind of feel like you took your power back. Also here, In regards to a love situation, if you're dealing with an emperor, usually this is someone who moves at their own rate, who moves at their own pace. They're very disciplined, and you just may have gotten fed up with them feeling like they were dangling their power over you. You know, you got tired of the ball being in their court, tired of waiting for somebody to pursue you or to take you out or to get to know you. Maybe you just got tired of that and you finally just kind of moved on from the emperor. You're like, you know what? You're not in control. I am. This is my world. So I feel like you guys are kind of really moving on from the emperor. You're seeing someone wasn't so great anyway. I also feel like something in regards to maybe someone using a false profile. Maybe someone showed their true identity. Someone's definitely just moving on here. We got the World and the Eight of Cups. Something went as far as it can go. You know, there's nothing else more that can come of the situation, whether it's a work situation or a love situation. It's time to move on. Time to find or start the next chapter in your life, even if it makes you sad. Someone's been living in the past. Someone has been living in a fairy tale or in their imagination. Yeah, I just kind of feel like someone is you're getting ready to undergo some sort of transformation. You're letting go. It's time for you to evolve here. Almost feel too, it's almost like you're like spiritually, you had to let the ego die. You had to just kind of reinvent yourself. I feel like you're shedding old skin here. And your journey might feel like a lonely journey because you're discovering that maybe you've been considered as a black sheep or an outcast. Nobody understands you. Nobody gets you. For some of you, I get like who grew up in a traditional household, like now your thing is all about magic and sorcery and vampires and fairies, and people are just kind of like your nutcase, and you're like, where do I belong? I can't find my soul family. Some of you may be getting ready to travel the world for therapeutic reasons. So you're traveling, trying to find yourself. If you can afford, those of you that can afford it, it's like you are maybe traveling, going around the world, or maybe you're just, even if it's just domestic, like you're on some sort of journey here. Now also I get something in regards to maybe having to uproot or relocate. Maybe you didn't want to, but it's the best thing for you to do. So you may be getting ready to move to just a different city altogether. Again, this is either city or job. Some of you too, maybe you're changing your business name, your business logo. Maybe you're changing your name. There's a lot of changes and transformations going on where you're getting ready to be reborn here. You just can't, if you've been living a lie, you can't live that lie anymore. So let me just kind of clarify a few things. I want to look at this magician first. Let's look at the magician. So for some of you, I feel like it's dealing with maybe a lawyer, or maybe you're a lawyer, or maybe someone needs to lawyer up to help them in a certain case, especially if something is getting revealed or exposed. Like you need to hire the best. I'm also getting this just overall as someone maybe getting caught lying on some sort of legal documents. So I don't know too if someone was illegal, an illegal alien, and now they're having to go be sent back to their home. It's like, you know, getting called out. Someone gets exposed, like you're not even a U.S. citizen, or you're not even a legal citizen, wherever you live. It's like you're not even a legal citizen, you know. You've been getting by on a fake name or using a fake social, and now you're being called accountable for something that you lied about, or this is happening around you. Yeah, an illusion, it just gets called out. I also feel like maybe someone is asking for a divorce because they're like, who did I marry? I married a liar. Your whole life is a lie. Some of you, the company has been scheming people. So a company might be getting exposed, or some sort of major institution like a hospital, or something in regards to politics. Like something is getting exposed, especially to maybe where you worked at. You were unaware of the lies that you were selling, or you were unaware of the ethics that were taking place at your job. Romantically, it's just like I said, you're just making some sort of decision. You're confronting all the lies. You're saying you can't lie to me anymore. You can't play these tricks anymore. And you're deciding to move on. You see someone from a whole different perspective here. And the Emperor is coming out again. So again, I feel like you're kind of taking your power back and saying you don't have power over me anymore. Even if you've been staying with someone for money, excuse me, and you were afraid to be single, you were holding on to someone for status. Now you're like, I don't care if I'm poor, I just need to get away. I need to be on my own. It's not worth it. Let me look at the Ten of Swords. Someone could have been having an affair, stabbed you in the back. I'm also, like I said earlier, someone been having back pain or sleeping very uncomfortably. Oh my God, what's that thing called about sciatic nerve? Sciatica is something where it's like a pinched nerve in the spine or something. Oh my God, my mom had that. Felt so bad for her that somebody could be going through something like that. Or these just could be growing pains. Some of you are done with somebody. Aries, Leo, Sag, maybe. Maybe someone is trying to come back around. Maybe someone wants to start fresh. Nope. You're like, keep that dirty devil cup, or stay away. You're an alcoholic, or I don't want to deal with you abusing me anymore emotionally. I'm tired of you putting me down. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. You don't care about anybody but yourself. You've only been using me for sex. I just feel like someone is really seeing somebody for their true colors here. And it's not good. You could have found out something about the mother of somebody's child, or maybe someone had a baby's mom or had a child on you. There's something is going on. Also could have been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You might have just got tired of somebody juggling between relationships. Like, I'm tired of it. Go back to so-and-so since you can't live without them. So, ouch. Deck number 1. Seems like that was kind of harsh. But I feel like you're going to move on. You'll be okay. Let me just kind of briefly look at the Eight of Cups. You might just be a little emotional, but it's okay. Again, you're walking away from this damn person. This Emperor has not been nice. This King of Wands has not been nice. They've been very bossy. You're done with them. You're so over them. Somebody did you dirty, and you're like, you're done. You're tired of it. You're not afraid of them anymore. There's nothing they can do to manipulate you into staying or coming back. Look at you. You might do it again. Go as far as to move. You're sad, or somebody's sad. They're regretting something. You might go as far as to move to a completely different state to get away from somebody. You're like, I've got to get away. Like, I'll do whatever it takes to get you out of my life. The only other thing I'm seeing is that somebody might be having a very hard time letting go of someone who has crossed over and figuring, you know what, I need to start my life in a completely different city where I don't have to think about this person. I need to move on with my life. I need to heal. So I can't do that if I remain in this house. If I remain in this city, I need to do something completely different. So I'm seeing somebody just kind of starting completely over. So you guys, I'm sending prayers for you. Things will be okay. This is just a phase that you're having to go through. You'll grow from it. You'll learn from it, and things will be better. All right, so let's go on to deck number 2. 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, deck number 2. Who's worried about money? Somebody's been stressing about paying their bills, paying some sort of, insurance, having insurance, paying off debts, credit, needing to repair their credit. I feel like you guys have really been under a lot of stress too. And for a lot of you, this moon is bringing out this anxiety here. You've got a lot of things on your mind. You also might be Gemini. If you're a Gemini, you might be affected right now because of, I think the moon is in Gemini. So with the moon, crossing over your sun sign, it might be, causing you to worry about things that you shouldn't really be worried about. Like, everything will be okay. It's all in your mind. It's just anxiety. It's just a matter of dealing with things. You might have been procrastinating your responsibilities, and now things are catching up to you, and you're like, I gotta take care of this. I gotta take care of that. Maybe you're concerned about your health. And then maybe some of you are in love matters. Maybe you're concerned about settling down or someone being serious with you. Wanting someone to prove something to you. Dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Yes, a lot of earth coming up here. It's a lot of, especially Capricorn. I I also feel like for some of you, you are stressing about maybe a new job. It looks like you're learning a new skill and you're doubting, you keep wondering if you're doing something right. Did I make a mistake? Did they make a mistake hiring me? You're really having anxieties about things. And you also might not be getting along with your coworkers, or maybe you are paranoid or feel like something's going on with your coworkers where maybe you don't trust them. So you might be coming off defensive, thinking that somebody's going to throw you under the bus at work. There is a need for you to have confidence. I do feel like you're going to have confidence eventually, or something happens that gives you confidence. All of a sudden you go from anxiety to confidence. Also, I'm getting like 999. You got 3 9s showing up, and the number 3, which is a multiple of 9. Some of you, that might be your life path number. Something maybe you might be getting notifications from the universe that something is getting ready to complete, like there is a cycle that is coming to an end. Some of you might be in your last trimester of pregnancy or your first trimester of pregnancy. I feel like you are going to be happy about some sort of outcome. Now, too, some of you may have been waiting the results of something. Whatever you were waiting to find out, you're like, finally, you're going to be happy with the results. So either you finding out that the pregnancy won, either it was a positive or negative. Whatever it is, whatever the results are, you're happy about it. If it was something that you were worried about as far as test results, you're happy about it. You're like, whew, okay, don't have any STDs, thank God. Don't have diabetes. I lost weight, thank God. I thought that scale was going to go up. So somebody is happy about the results of something. This also could be the results of a test. If you're in school, you've been testing, you passed. So I feel like you guys have been very stressed about some things here. Also, there is a need for you to confront, your insecurities, your doubts, and find out why you have them. Why are you having so many doubts? Don't do that to yourself. Don't allow yourself to become stressed out over anybody or any job. I feel too like someone is holding on to you in a relationship. Someone is not ready to let you go, or you're not ready to let someone go because there's a sense of value or knowing that someone is irreplaceable. Someone might be going out of their way to show you that they still want to be with you, even if you've been kind of threatening them, saying like, hey, I could do better, I don't need to be with you. And I don't know, somehow that gets you your way. They're like, let me prove to you that I still want to be with you. Financially, you might want to hold on to your money. Maybe you're just now starting to save, or maybe you just opened a bank account. Maybe you just got your first credit card and you're like, don't use it. Just, don't go bananas, or buy one thing and pay it off and that's it, just to get your score up. So I feel like some of you are being very protective over your finances. I also feel some of you are just also maybe being very shy, or you're dealing with someone who's very shy. You might be having anxiety about someone because they haven't approached you, or they're taking forever. This person moves like molasses. When they're pursuing somebody, they're very slow with their approach, very analytical. Plus, they're just not in a rush. They're in no hurry. I don't know if it's you or the person approaching you. But depending on whose story it is, somebody is having anxiety about this person coming towards them, whether they're coming towards them or not. Or you are the confident person causing someone to have anxiety. Somebody feels the need to prove themselves at work too. I'm also getting someone who may have been turning a blind eye to something, but now they're done with that. I feel like health is very important for some of you this week. There's a need for you to just kind of chill and relax. Somebody is holding on to a secret too, though. I see somebody also maybe saving someone's picture. Like someone that feels like, I need to hold on to this until this person returns. Like, I promise to wait here for you. Matter of fact, I'm seeing someone waiting at your home after work. Let me see what this Nine of Swords is. Man. Some of you are stressed about some sort of decision that you have to make. So there could be a situation, if it is in regards to love, where you're stressed about who to move forward with. Maybe both of these people are very similar to your energy, because I am getting that twin flame energy. Maybe you've been stressed about your twin flame. There also could be some sort of communication, like your twin or somebody that you have a connection to. You've been dreaming about them and you feel like this person has been trying to send you messages in your dreams and you're like stressed out about it. I feel too like Spirit wants you to know that everything's going to be okay and that you're worrying or stressing over nothing. If anyone has been putting up a wall, I feel like that wall will come down. There's also a need for you to heal. I feel like there's a need for you to take a time out. You need to clear your mind. Heal by, like, mentally heal. You need to relax, because I don't feel like you're, sick, like with a cold, although you could be. I feel like it's just your anxieties, your mind is sick, meaning stressed. So you need to take care of yourself. You need a time out. What is this Four of Pentacles? You also might be dealing with someone who's very stubborn. There could be stagnant energy going on too. I feel like there will be communication at some point. I almost feel like somebody's getting locked out of their house too. So on a mundane level, you might get locked out of your home. I almost feel like you're coming home, you got groceries, you've been too busy, and you got locked outside the house and you're waiting for somebody to come home. And also I'm seeing this as someone who misses you. Someone who's at a distance that you're going to hear from, but someone needs to let their guards down. Someone has been hiding the way they feel, and they've just been spying on you instead. So that makes me think too that someone has been maybe planning to come towards you. Like someone has been composing an email or a letter. Like I feel like this person is composing something here. But they have not yet, they don't have enough courage to send it, or they don't have enough courage to call. And you're patiently waiting. Just be prepared to wait for a long time. Please don't pass up other opportunities that come your way, even if you really believe in this connection. I also see someone who has been journaling about all their fears and all their anxieties, all their hopes and fears, basically. Somebody might be journaling or writing a book or a novel. Probably just started. I feel too like someone's foundation, like whatever direction you were headed in, if with a person, like everything stopped or ended abruptly because it wasn't going in the right direction. But now you guys are going to have a chance to rebuild, but it's starting off slowly. I also feel like you are thinking about somebody and writing about them, or they're thinking about you and writing about you, or you're inspiring somebody to write. I also feel that somebody will be returning, like you're going to hear from somebody from the past. They're planning on reaching out to you. When you hear from them, you might be at work, or you might be doing something that is part of your daily routine, like you're not expecting to hear from this person, but all of a sudden they call you. Now, the only thing is that they're calling you or contacting you, but they might not have the best of news. It's like they're calling you and they're telling you something maybe sad, or maybe it's sad to them. Maybe it's like they're talking about, yeah, we broke up. So it's good for you, but sad for them. Yeah, you might be happy about whatever it is that they have to say, because they're telling you maybe that they broke up with somebody. And now you and this person can pick up where you left off. If you just started a job, I feel like too, you're going to try hard to secure it and keep it, because you need it right now. All right, so that is all for deck number 2. Let's go ahead and move on to deck number 3. We have the 9 of Swords. Everybody is worried about something. My God. Ace of Swords. 8 of Cups. 2 of Cups. The Hanged Man. Judgment. 6 of Cups. 6 of Swords. Okay, so Judgment and 6 of Cups. Someone from the past returning. You're going to hear from someone. You might receive a call from somebody. They've been thinking about you. You might continue to have some sort of repetitive dreams about somebody. I'm seeing also 2 people who have the gift of telepathic communication. You guys are sending messages through your dreams here. I feel like that's happening for some of you because you guys miss each other. If this is somebody that you care about, I feel like they're thinking about you too. If this is someone who you have not been thinking about, they're thinking about you. There is definitely I feel like someone is like remembering something. It's almost, I'm just kind of looking at the Judgment card. It's so dramatic. It's like all of a sudden, I feel like someone inhales like, oh my God, that's what it is. Or that's, now I remember. I feel like maybe somebody is coming to the realization that they were together in a past life, connected somehow. Maybe as, you know, lovers, maybe as siblings, maybe as parent and child. But whatever the case, it's like realizing that you guys are soulmates. You're like, we are soulmates. This confirms it. So something gives you a confirmation that you and another person are soulmates. I also feel that this is someone maybe getting ready to confess something. Also, if this was some sort of missed opportunity, it's like you get the opportunity to connect with this person again. I feel like somebody keeps coming back around. I feel like this is like a soulmate who you guys keep traveling together. See, that's why y'all need to check out the OA, man. I mentioned that before. Oh my God, it's so good. It just kind of talks about like multi-universes and time traveling, and just a lot of different things that are so metaphysical, because I feel like it's a strong metaphysical message coming out here. You guys definitely are connecting with the soulmate. You may have known this person since childhood. You may have known them from high school. Whatever the case, I feel like it still extends all the way back to a past life. This is a very old connection. Very old. You guys are going to end up falling in love. I feel like you're going to fall in love with a friend of yours, or something that starts off as innocent, something that starts off as platonic, and you guys evolve to lovers. It almost looks too like maybe this is someone you haven't seen since childhood, and now you guys come face to face and you're all grown up, and you're like, oh my God, you're all grown up, you're all filled out, you're all in all, you know. So I feel like there's something going on where two people are connecting to one another. I also feel like someone has been traveling. It's almost like your souls have been traveling the world looking for one another. Somebody is like, I've been looking all over for you. I couldn't find you. Like, I've been looking in everyone's eyes, and I couldn't find that energy that I was looking for, but I see it in you. This is what I came here for. So I feel like someone was like a lonely traveler, or a lost traveler, like a lost soul. I don't know if you've been feeling like a lost soul, but I feel like this sadness, you thought you were alone on your path, but this person has been on the same path, and you guys are now meeting up. You guys both had that thing in common. You've been searching for the one, both of you. I feel too like you guys, this is a spiritual connection. This is something of a higher purpose. I also feel like you're going to start dreaming about this person a lot. If you haven't been dreaming about them already, even if you don't know who this is, let's say you're like, I don't know anybody, I'm completely single. I feel like you're going to start dreaming about somebody. And this person is going to manifest. It's because they're trying to find you. Like, your souls are trying to find each other. That's why I'm just like, and I don't mean to sound so romantic, but that is what I'm starting to feel. Like, you guys have been dreaming and traveling and going all across the universe trying to find one another. And now you're kind of coming together. Something finally brings you together. I almost feel too, the only downside is almost like once you have this connection with this person, once you realize that you are in love with each other, I feel that things might get put on hold, or there may be some sort of delay or a time out or something. But during that time out, you guys are going to be telepathically communicating with each other. But in the meantime, I feel like you guys are stressed out about something. You're worried about things too that may not exist. And what I mean by that is that, let's say for instance, you're like, oh my God, where I'm going to be single, you know, I'm never going to find anyone. I'm going to be alone, or I'm tired of this. And you're just kind of stressing about things like that. And you're saying all these things that aren't true. They don't exist. These are just your fears that are haunting you. Maybe you end up watching a love story and your emotions get triggered and you start thinking like, oh my God, I'm never going to find anyone like them. I'm never going to be happy. You start comparing your life to a movie, and it's like look how you're looking at, like your eyes are like you're trying to peer through something. It's almost like you're trying to peer through the future and you can't see anything. Like it's black holes. It's like my future looks black. Like I don't see anything. So I don't know too if you are a reader or a psychic. You can't read for yourself. You can't read your own cards. You can't predict your own future. Maybe you keep trying to visit different readers and they're like, I'm sorry, I just don't see anything. Nobody's seeing anything. And you just start panicking. But then all of a sudden, you get clarity. Something becomes clear to you. You receive some sort of answer, the answer that you've been looking for, but the answer was in you all along. You're just finding yourself. Something happens where, you know, these eyes don't see anything, but the third eye is open. That third eye is open. So you've been looking through the physical eye, and the physical eyes are only showing you an illusion. Your physical eyes just show that you are alone. And I keep saying alone because the 9 is about being, you know, alone, or your inner self. And to you, that's an illusion. I mean, you don't realize that you're seeing an illusion. You don't see this weary traveler coming towards you. But all of a sudden, here they are. You and this person catching up, getting to know one another. So those of you that are single, I just feel like you aren't going to be single for long. I'm looking at the clock here, and I just kind of feel like time is ticking. Something's getting ready to happen. Something is getting ready to resurface or reawaken here. So it's like you get a call or, you know, a notification. There could be something. There could be something too, like, I don't know why I'm getting something. This is kind of off subject. Something about the news, seeing something on the news about someone who lost everything. I don't know why. It's just kind of making you have some sort of realization about what you do have. Like all of a sudden it becomes clear to you. You also might be saying, hey, I don't need all these materialistic things in a person, or all these things that I said I needed. I don't need those things anymore. I just want what my heart has been asking for. So you're kind of choosing to make some sort of sacrifice here. That's another thing this is. You're making some sort of sacrifice or trade off to have love and romance. Let's just say it's something as simple as you vowed you would never be with anyone who made under 30,000 because you were like, that's just so beneath me, like, or we can never have the lifestyle if they're only making 30,000, like that's nothing. But then you connect with this person, and this person is barely making anything, but they're independent. They're not asking you for anything, but they might not be able to, you know, help live that whatever life you thought you were going to have. So you decide like, okay, happiness isn't in that, you know, I can give that part up of my priority list. So also someone might be making a sacrifice to give up their surroundings. I don't know why too I'm getting like Hawaii. Maybe because of the volcanoes here, and looking at some of these flowers, something is standing out in regards to Hawaii. I don't know if someone is from Hawaii or they've been wanting to go to Hawaii, or if someone has a bloodline from Hawaii. I don't know. But I'm getting something about Hawaii. But basically, though, I feel like someone may decide to make some sort of sacrifice in order to be together. So even if it was distance that separated you from someone, because there could be some sort of traveling involved with the Six of Swords. Maybe someone didn't want to leave their home, but they're like, hey, I guess I need to give that up if we're going to be together. This is a big sacrifice that I'm willing to take. So let me look and see what the Nine of Swords is talking about. I also feel like the Nine of Swords is saying that you're looking at someone else's life and comparing it to yours, and your life is not going to be like theirs. So stop doing that, because it only makes things worse. Your identity of a relationship is based off of someone else's illusion. That's not yours. You're going to have your very own relationship, your very own lifestyle, your very own romance. You create your own world. Don't create someone else's. Create your own. Okay, so again, clarified by the Nine of Swords. So you're worried about nothing. These swords are your thoughts that are haunting you. These are your own thoughts. You need to kind of remove your hands from your eyes and deal with it. Just deal with the problems. Look at it. There's a need for you to definitely face your fears. You need to admit something to yourself. You need to realize that you are just looking at an illusion and you're worrying yourself to death. The devil here. You're afraid to look at the devil. The devil here to me is fear. It's talking about fear. I'm looking at darkness, fear of the unknown, fear that you're trapped in a body. Your body is just an illusion. Stop worrying about your physical appearance. Stop thinking you're not going to meet somebody because of your physical appearance. I don't care if you're handicapped, if you're fat as hell. I don't care if you think you're ugly. All of that is a lie. Don't believe those lies that society has told to you. So these are illusions. These are fears. There's a need for you to kind of confront them. These are your inner demons, I feel. You've allowed your own self to abuse yourself. You're like being self-abusive some type of way. It also could be that you've allowed someone from your past to make you believe that you weren't good enough. You've allowed someone to, I don't know, I just kind of feel like you allowed someone else to enter your headspace and consume your thoughts with their foolish beliefs. They told you what the things that they were afraid of. That's not your life, that's theirs. If you feel like some narcissistic person is coming back towards you, ignore them. Don't answer their call. Don't deal with them. There is someone out there who is only interested in sex. You're going to be happy when you turn this person down, or you're going to be happy once this person gets the message. Yeah, for some of you, this is about someone who's been in and out of your life. And also some of you, if you've been afraid of leaving your job, I feel like eventually you're going to let that job go because you're only staying because you think you're not going to find anything else. That is fear. Anything that you're holding on to based out of fear needs to cease. Once you have confirmation of something, that's when your life is going to shift or change. That's when you're going to leave the job. That's when this person's going to appear to you. It's easy to disbelieve good things happening to you. Try to break that habit and try to say, and just try to be open to it, basically. Just claim it. Claim whatever your happiness is. So with the Eight of Cups, like I said, it looks like someone is coming to find you. Someone has made a decision to pursue you. They're coming after you. This person might be coming at a distance, coming from a distance. But I feel like maybe someone wants to ask you out, or someone wants to show you that they're interested, or maybe someone owes you an apology. See, again, I'm getting travel. There's a need for someone to get out of their comfort zone. There have been power struggles. If you already know who this is, there's been some sort of power struggles. If this is you personally and you know that you need to move on from something, you've been fighting it. You've been fighting it. There's a need for you to just let go and allow things to play out. Just go with the flow of things. This is part of your destiny. I feel like your luck is getting ready to change or shift. Someone is going to confess that they're lost without you, or that they miss you. Every time I say that, it makes me think of this old BB and CC Winans song. The song is about God, but it also still just kind of makes me think of relationships too, where someone is saying, I'm lost without you, so don't ever go away. It's a really pretty song, but I think they are talking about God. And it's funny too that this church card showing up, or this tradition card, but I do feel like this is more so about someone that is wanting commitment, that is wanting to make something official here, that wants a traditional relationship if they've been living some sort of untraditional lifestyle. I feel like maybe they're making some sort of sacrifice or change, or you are. Somebody just kind of wants change, and they're ready to take on some sort of challenge to be together. It could be any sign. I'm not getting like strong signs coming out. I mean, maybe Scorpio, maybe Pisces, maybe Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it could be any sign. Let me see what this Hanged Man is all about right quick. I definitely see this as somebody dreaming, whether it's a literal dream or they're daydreaming. And it is about a sacrifice. Somebody's got to let something go to have what they want. And somebody keeps trying to send you telepathic messages. They keep trying. The weirdest thing that happened to me one time was my phone. I saw my phone literally calling somebody, and I kept hitting N, and it kept like calling them right back. I was like, what the? It was so creepy. I wish I could remember like the whole story, but I just remember that one particular time where it was like I was trying not to talk to them, and I guess they were trying not to talk to me. And I swear to God, my phone just started dialing their number, and I was like, what the? Even if I accidentally pressed it, like when I kept pressing in, it kept redialing their number, and I was like, what is my phone doing? It was crazy. I think that happened like 2 years ago. But stuff like that, sometimes you like, okay, let me take a little heed to that. Somebody's daydreaming. They're thinking, it's both. Somebody is daydreaming. Somebody is trying to manifest you into their lives, or vice versa. Maybe the both of you are trying to manifest each other. Or if it's a situation where it's not anyone specific, but you're just saying, trying to manifest a soulmate. You're just like, whoever my soulmate is, whoever my life partner is, I'm trying to manifest them. And you're doing something, whatever your own manifestation ritual is. And somewhere over the in the universe, somebody is doing the exact same thing that you're doing. So you guys are both manifesting each other, because I'm getting that you guys are going to be on the same spiritual page. But someone has been daydreaming and assessing the situation. They've been putting some really heavy and serious thoughts into what it would be like to move forward with you. But if they're not communicating directly, although I feel like you are going to have direct communication, and then I feel like it's going to be a time out, and during that time out, they're going to be sending signals to you, like trick messages, which is stressful. It's stressful because you start thinking you're crazy, and you're like, am I crazy? Are they really communicating with me? Do we really have that ability? Is this real? Is this power real? So I feel like someone is in denial of the fact too that they have the ability to telepathically communicate with each other. Somebody is wanting proof. Somebody keeps doing something over and over again because they're like, prove it. I need to see proof. Somebody's been looking for you. Or you have been looking for somebody. You guys really probably been looking for each other. But I feel like someone is shy, and someone also maybe is very reserved. They're trying not to think about you. You try not to think about them. But see, the Six of Cups is between both of these cards, and the sixes are usually mutual energies. So whatever this person's feeling, so is this person. It's coming from both ends here. And so you both might be looking for each other. You both might be led to each other on your spiritual paths. It's almost like maybe two individuals both out with their lamps at night looking for something, and everything is in the dark, and they just end up bumping into each other like, hey, like, I was on my spiritual journey. Me too. You know, so I don't know. Something I feel like out of the darkness, it's like a relationship will be born. I'm almost done. Since you guys seem to have the most energy, I'm going to kind of see if I can be nosy and see who this is that you're having a connection with. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. I feel like someone has a trophy. Someone has something that they're proud of on the mantle, something that they won. If it's not you, it could be them. It might be an award. Well, I am seeing Leo for somebody. I definitely see one or both of you are going to have tattoos. I'm also getting the name Lily. I pick up someone who loves peaches or peach cobbler or peach jelly. All this telling me is that there's going to be, how'd this flip over? A lot of attraction. There's a lot of attraction between the two of you. Things are going to take off really quickly, very quickly, which also may be why you guys say, up, halt, slow this down. This is happening too fast. The both of you might kind of say, let's take a time out. This is too good to be true. This is happening too really quickly. You're going to get your proof. Everything that you ask for is manifesting here. See, it's turning from a desire into the physical form with the coin. So it's just showing that your manifestation is coming into fruition. You're finding someone who's going to be supportive of you, and you are going to be supportive of them. There's going to be a lot of sex. You guys are going to be very attracted to one another. Someone goes from having a lack of confidence to being overly confident. He's coming out good now. In the other reading, he was coming out like a creep, but in this reading, this is somebody who's kind of coming off as a better person anyway. But I feel like this person is going to be very assertive, and it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, but I do feel like this is more so someone who is taking the initiative to pursue. I feel like too, this is someone who is supposed to be a friend, and they were fighting a friendship. I feel like someone misses you. They've been suppressing their feelings. Wow. Yeah, someone had anxiety about being rejected. Also, somebody could have been in a relationship, but that Eight of Cups could represent someone who left somebody to be with you, or maybe they didn't necessarily do it to be with you, but they're just coming out of a relationship and you guys are connecting. All right, so that sums it up for deck number 3. Hope it resonated. I hope you found, those of you that watched all of them, hope you found tidbits of information in all of them for you. But thank you guys for watching, and many blessings to you.